You want to buy a new camera, but don't know which one to buy? Well, you should watch this video then. Let's roll the intro. Hello guys, this is Maximus. Thanks for joining me today. And today I'm going to tell you which 3 cameras are the best to buy in 2018. So in this vast market of DSLR cameras, everyone is like, whoa, this one is cool, this one has that. But which one to buy? I get this question a lot. Which camera is best for me? Well, everyone's needs are different. Every camera has different specification which meets different demands. So there is no specific camera which is better for everyone. So what I have done, I have sorted out 3 best cameras in 2018, starting from the lowest price point to 1.5 lakhs, around that. Of course, these cameras are entry level and semi-pro cameras, but these cameras are for those people who are about to buy their first cameras. When I first bought my camera, the EOS 700D, I didn't knew a lot about cameras. Well, I still use this 700D. In fact, I am shooting this video right now on this camera. 700D is a great camera, but in some situation, my camera wasn't enough. Well, I couldn't do the pro shoots like weddings and whatnot due to tremendous amount of digital noise at higher ISOs, less dynamic range and crop factors and many things. So this thing shouldn't be happening with you guys. So I will tell you which cameras are best for what type of photography. So first in our list is at the lowest price point. It is from the Japanese makers Nikon. It is the D3400. It was released 2 years ago in 2016, and it is still the best as compared to its competitors at the same price point. Well, it is 37,990 rupees at Amazon with the kit lens, of course. It has a 24.2 megapixel APS-C CMOS sensor, so it is a crop sensor. It has a 1.5 crop factor, which means the focal length of a 1855mm lens on it would be 2883mm focal length. It has a XP4 image processor. It is not the newest, but yeah, it does the job. The shutter speed of this camera is 1/4000 to 30 seconds. Not the fastest, but it's okay. It has the bulb mode support also, so it is great for star trails and long exposure photography. The D3400 has a native ISO up to 100 to 25,600, which is really great for when you are shooting in darker situations. It has a 11-point focus system, and only one in those is a cross type, which is a really bummer.
Huh? This is a bummer, man.
But it's okay. And it features a 1100 mAh battery, which gives you about 1200 shots per charge. And those people who are into video, it gives you 1080p video at 60 fps, which is really great when you're shooting smooth videos at full HD. Well, I think this camera is for all of those enthusiast and beginner photographers, and even for some startup YouTubers. And I think you shouldn't underestimate this camera because of the price point. Well, it can create really amazing results, and I have linked some sample photos in the description. You should check out. Well, the second camera in our list is also from the Japanese makers, except it's not the Nikon, it's the Canon ETD. Well, this was also released in 2016. Some guys would be like, Max, it's 2018. Why are you suggesting cameras which are 2 years older? Well, the thing is, cameras are not like smartphones. They don't need regular updates. Well, take the 5D Mark I. It was released back in 2005, 13 years ago. Still got the full frame sensor, bam! Still takes the professional photographs. Way better than the iPhone 10. Well, moving on, the ATD is 93,500 on the Amazon with the kit lens. The ATD has a 24.2 megapixel APS-C CMOS sensor, just like the D3400s. ATD has a DGIC 6 processor, which is greater than the XP 4 in terms of handling higher ISOs. The Canon ETD has a shutter speed of 1/8000 to 30 seconds and also features the bulk mode. So it is again great for night photography, astrophotography, wildlife and sports photography. The native ISO of ATD is 100 to 16,000, but it is also expandable up to 25,600. One of the best things I like about ATD is the vari-angle display with the touchscreen support. This feature gives us a great advantage over difficult situations where the viewfinder is not an option, and it can also be turned back. So when you need to see what you are shooting, this is great option. You don't need an external display to see what you are shooting. It has a wide area of 45 focus points, which all being cross-type. So in terms of focusing on small objects like the eyes or small spots, it's great. The Canon has a focusing system called Dual AF, which is the best focusing system in the market, period. Yes, and the ATD has it. So I don't think there will be any problem shooting videos on this camera, and this camera works phenomenal in video shooting, tracking moving subjects in video, and it also shoots 1080p at 60 fps, so you will get that smoother video. So I think that this camera has a really advantage over video. So this camera is great for videographers or YouTubers. ATD uses the LP-E6 batteries, which are used on most of the Canon cameras. This battery is of 2600 mAh, which gives us about 960 shots per charge. Well, whom this camera is for? I would say for those photographers or YouTubers who are beginners or semi-pro photographers who want to start shooting but don't want to sacrifice on the quality. I would go with the ATD, and ATD is the best crop frame camera which Canon offers right now. Many famous YouTubers use this camera like Casey Neistat, and if you want to check sample photographs, I have linked those in the description, so do check out those. So let's move to our final contender in this list. It is the last but not the least, the Sony A7 Mark III. Yes, it is from the Japanese makers, I know, but you now know that all the best camera manufacturers are from the Japan. So this camera has the Sony's Exmor R CMOS sensor. Yes, it is a full frame sensor. This camera has a shutter speed of 1/8000 and it can shoot stills at 10 fps, and at this rate it can also shoot on RAW format. So this sucker is really fast. Speaking about speed, this camera has 2 SD card slot which supports UHS 1 or UHS 2. It doesn't support CF card, but the native ISO on this camera is 100 to 51,200 and is expandable up to 50 to 2,48,000. The focusing system on this camera is evolved from the top model of the Sony's A9. It has a whopping number of 693 phase detection points, and unlike the DSLR cameras, it has a wide coverage area of focus point, which means you don't need to focus your subjects and recompose your framing, unlike the DSLRs. So you have the freedom to focus anywhere in the frame. When I shoot my portraits at wider apertures, when I check those photographs in the camera's displays, they are always fine. But when I check these photographs in the PC's display, I end up focusing on the nose or on the shoulder, and this could have been perfect if that tiny focus shift had been correct. So answer to this issue by Sony was introduction of this new feature called eye autofocus. Well, what this feature does is grabs and tracks focus on just the eyes, and it is really neat. So in situations like when your subject turns its faces, it deals with such conditions with ease. Well, let's move to the video, my favorite part. This camera shoots at 4K 24 FPS and 30 FPS and 1080p at 24, 30, 60 and 120 FPS too. Great for full HD slow motion. One of the interesting things that this camera offers is picture profiles. I love picture profiles. Well, I'm not talking about the picture profile we use on still images. I'm talking about video picture profiles. If you're into video and you need that cinematic footage or a specific type of video look or style, this is where the picture profile kicks in. It gives you more details and more colors to work with, and it's like a filter for your video. It comes with many picture profile like S-Log2, S-Log3, HLG. Well, let's talk about the battery. It's pretty awesome as compared to other mirrorless cameras. The A7 has the 2280 mAh battery, which gives about 700 shots on the LCD display. It's pretty decent, but what more you expect from this camera? I'm pretty sure that this camera will amaze you and it will change your perspective about mirrorless cameras. Many people have doubt that how this camera will feel in the hands, but this camera weighs about 650 grams, just the body, and with the kit lens it becomes about a kilo. So this camera is not particularly lightweighted. It feels great in the grip, it feels good at the grip, and I feel that you will feel pretty much confident using it. So that's all for today, guys. I hope you enjoyed this video, and now you must be knowing which camera to buy. So thank you. I hope you like this video, and please do comment, and if you're into photography and tech related videos, please subscribe to my channel for more of this content. So see you in the next one. Peace.